All right, coming to the stage, Uncle George, straight out of Brooklyn, New York City.
How y'all doing, everybody?
Yeah.
This is good. This is Uncle George coming in.
Hey,
loud
Uncle
and clear. So I'm gonna tell you about my LBGW BLS experiences, right? I'm thinking, but that's the time I had trans experience. So I went to the doctor, but I was fat back then, right? So I go to the doctor, and the nurse, she's asking me these questions, right? Now she said, well, what's wrong with you? I said, well, I got it. Okay, I got it. I think I got a urinary tract infection. I get them all the time, right? So she said, well, oh, wow. I said, what you mean? She said, oh, because only women always get them. Before I could stop myself, I said, well, I was born a woman. So she looks at me, so she changes up the question. So we doing good. So she said, well, when was your last mammogram? So I said, I had top surgery. I'm good, I'm doing good. So she says, well, when was the last time, you had a period? I said, well, I spotted it. I hear things with people, so I'm just spotting, you know what I'm saying? Uh-huh. So we went through all the questions and stuff. She said, do you have any children? I said, I had 2 miscarriages, right, and 1 stillbirth. She said, okay, so then she asked me, but she hit me with a trick question. She hit me with the trick question. She said, when was your last pap smear?
Oh, shit.
Now, I don't know what this thing she speaks of. I don't know what a pap smear is. It's like, I'm thinking like you take like a thing and you tap it and then you smear it and you put it under a microscope to see if it pops or something. Mm-hmm. And then a pap smear, because where I come from, there ain't no real pap smears. Nobody talks about pap smears.
Right.
But then I had my lesbian friends, right? Now there was a woman and a woman who switched. There was a woman and a man. Well, she was a woman, now she's a man. And she had a big black girlfriend, right? And she was a little woman. Mm-hmm. So she had got a lot of money, right? So we supposed to go to the strip club. So the man that changed, she went upstairs and he came back down with a bag, right? When I say he, I'm just saying because you got those 2 ones. So she came back down with a bag, right? Mm-hmm. So she said, yeah, let's go to the club. So the next thing I know, here come her woman. Like she looked like the color purple. She coming down. You told her to beat me on her walker, big bitch, right? So she said, what you doing with that? So she got the big in there. She said, what? She snatched my friend is bad drunk. She snatched the bag, opens it, there's a giant white dildo. And I mean a big white dildo. She said, so where you taking this from? And she goes, what? And she popped in the motherfucking head. So me and my Jamaican homeboy, we looking like, well, I don't know the protocol of this. Is this fucking a foreplay? I don't know what they doing here, right? So the Jamaican dude I look at the Jamaican dude, he got, no, they don't do this in Kingston. Right? So then they arguing, so she popped the bitch in the head again. So I'm like, yo, the girl is getting dick knots on her head and shit, right?
Lord.
So then now this is the place we had, like, I don't know if you know this, the hospital is on Troy and Atlantic.
Yes.
So we right on the side, it's like there's a Jamaican store over there. So then the girl throws the damn dildo down the street, right? It lands right in front of the Jamaican dude. They're like, blah, 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 blah. I don't know what they said, but they were not happy with this bullshit, right? So then the girl is leaving and the Jamaican goes, we bigger than that. So the girl goes there. So my homegirl, she leaning on the car with dick knots on her, right? So we still going to the club. No, we ain't going to the club. I mean, it's not going to, you got dick knots on your head, you're going to the emergency room. So then she gonna look at me, she gonna say, well, why didn't you help me? It ain't my business. That's between a big black woman, a woman who switched, and a white dick. It ain't nothing to do with me. I ain't got nothing to do with it. And she said, I said, number 2, I'm fucking mad at you anyway, because you got all this money and you went and bought a white dick. And before I realized, I'm like, what, a black dildo advocate and shit? I'm not advocating for black dildos now. But you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now you had to go all that money, you ain't got a right thing. So me and you ain't even friends anyway. And that's my thing.
This is what you want to do on Saturday?
No, that's just something that just popped in my head.
No, George.
No, that's not the pap smear thing, but the other thing.
Okay.
What's your true story?
I know all of these crazy stories are true.
That club we went to that day on Atlantic?
Turn it off.
You want